Why am I not surprised? Like, President Trump, dear President Trump, I know you're the President of the United States, but can you just shut the fuck up for like a day? Maybe two? Hell, if you're lucky, maybe even a week. Exactly a week ago, from when I'm recording this, we had Thanksgiving. It's like Thanksgiving is a good time of the year where families meet up, go together, having delicious food, delicious feasts, Thanksgiving traditions, and they're being thankful for so many things and all of that. It's like we're thankful for family, we're thankful for friends, we're thankful for our success, and all of that. But of course, despite being Thanksgiving, Trump takes this opportunity to have yet another ego stroke. He takes a holiday like this and is like, how do I make this about me? Like, he made a tweet about it on True Social. So like at the first few sentences, it seems pretty much fine in the beginning. It says, a very happy Thanksgiving salutation to all of our great American citizens and patriots. Now, if the post stopped there, that would have been a great post to the American citizens of Thanksgiving. But because it's Donald Trump, he has more. Like you would at least expect to have him be thankful to God that he's president of the United States. He would be thanking people for making him there. He would be thanking his administration for letting him get away with crimes. Like any of those, you would expect that. Like it might be stupid, and it's not something you should be thankful for, but being thankful is one thing, but the rest of the posts is what makes this bad. It's like the great American citizens and patriots who have been so nice in allowing our country to be divided, disrupted, carved up, murdered, beaten, mugged, and laughed at, along with certain other foolish countries throughout the world for being politically correct and just plain stupid when it comes to immigration. It's not, I mean, they are that because you're allowing them to do that. You are the reason why the country is like that. You encourage this behavior. You encourage the hate. The official United States foreign population stands at 53 million people, census. Okay, you cannot base it on the census because that happens every 10 years. The last census was taken in 2020. This is 2025. It's not the same back then as it is now. Most of which are on welfare from failed nations or from prisons, mental institutions, gangs, or drug cartels. They and their children are supported through massive payments from patriotic American citizens who, because of their beautiful hearts, do not want to openly complain or cause trouble in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it's called giving a shit about people. It's called respect. Something that you don't have. They put up with what has happened to our country, but it's eating them alive to do so. A migrant earning $30,000 of a green card will get roughly $50,000 in yearly benefits from their families. That's coming from a guy that's willing to spend millions on a ballroom during a government shutdown instead of programs, food shelters for the people and stuff. The real migrant population is much higher, This refugee burden is the leading cause of social dysfunction in America, something that did not exist after World War II. Failed schools, high crime, urban decay, overcrowded hospitals, housing shortages, and large deficit. That's not true. It did exist after World War II because of a lot of Japanese immigrants. As an example, hundreds of thousands of refugees from Somalia are completely taken over the once great state of Minnesota. Somalian gangs are roving the streets looking for prey, as our wonderful people stay locked in their apartments and houses, hoping against hope that they will be left alone. Seriously, once again, making immigrants terrible people, which is not even true. It's like we already talked. It's like it was already mentioned about the cats and dogs and the ostrich, proving that it's not true. Like, all of that is bad enough, but the next sentence I'm about to say really takes the cake. And it's not the good cake, it's cake filled with mold and spit and dead body organs and stuff. The seriously R word, Governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, does nothing either through fear, incompetence, or both. Yeah, you've heard this one right. People of Minnesota, the President of the United States have pretty much called your governor and running mate for vice president, the guy that should have been vice president right now, the R word. Wow, the worst congressman, woman, just say congresswoman. In our country, Ilhan Omar, always wrapped in her swaddling hijab. What? Because it's part of her culture. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fashion. It's religious. Deal with it. And who probably came into the USA illegally. Want to point out, Omar did not enter the US illegally. She came to the US as a certified refugee and became a naturalized US citizen. She did it the right way. Illegally, in that you're not allowed to marry your brother. Your brother does nothing but hatefully complain about a country. First off, she's complaining about their country because it's full of shit. And second, marrying your brother? Where did that come from? That's disgusting. You really think incest is why she wants to come here? She left her country because it's terrible and wants to be freed. It does nothing but hatefully complain about her country, its constitution, and how badly she is treated when her place of origin is the descendant, backward, and crime-ridden nation, which is essentially not even a country, for lack of government, military, police, schools, etc. For she was badly treated there. That's why she left. That's why all immigrants left their country. Because they were treated badly. It's horrible, and they want to get away from it. That's why they come here. And you are ruining it. Even as we progress technologically, immigration policy has eroded those gains and living conditions for many. Have permanently paused migration from all third world countries to allow the US system to fully recover. Terminate all the millions of Biden illegal admissions, including those signed by Sleepy Joe Biden's auto pen. You're the one that's been sleeping. Like you just did in a recent conference. And remove anyone who is not a net asset to the United States or is incapable of loving our country. They don't love our country because you ruin it for them. And all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens of our country. Denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility and support any foreign national who is a public charge, security risk, or non-compatible with Western civilization. These goals will be pursued with the aim of achieving a major reduction in illegal and disruptive populations, including those admitted through an unauthorized and illegal autopen approval process. Only reverse migration can fully cure this situation. Not all the criminals in the United States are from outside. Some are people born and live in the United States. Other than that, happy Thanksgiving to all, except those that hate, steal, murder, and destroy everything America stands for. You won't be here for long. You are those people that hate, steal, murder, and destroy everything that America stands for. You keep doing it over and over and over again. And to say all of this on Thanksgiving. It's like you couldn't let your ego down for one day. You just had to be an asshole. Like you always do. It's like everything that Trump is accusing people of doing, he is doing. It's like there's so much to digest, but there's one I gotta be talking about, what they said about Tim Walz. It's like, oh, you can lie and treat people like shit and blame others for things that are not, that are your fault. But to call Tim Walz or anybody the R word, like the R word is like, it's like you can't say the R word. It is disrespectful and it's racist. It's a racist slur. Specifically for people with disabilities. It's like I have friends who have disabilities. I've worked with kids with disabilities. I mean, at my job. And these are great, talented, amazing people. People that I'm so happy to work with. People that I'm glad to be called my friends. It's like, I'm someone living with disabilities. I'm a person living with autism. And I'm not ashamed to be that person. I'm currently working on the Disabilities Awareness Merit Badge. And there's a reason why I made a video responding to RFK Jr.'s claims about people with autism. Because I'm one of those people that debunked his claims on people with autism. It's like, and I know you're probably saying, but Tim Walz is not autistic. He doesn't have disabilities, so it's fine. Even if he doesn't, it's not fine. But worst of all, even if he's not autistic, even if he doesn't have disabilities, his son, Gus, does have disabilities, multiple disabilities. So when you are saying the R word, you're not only offended Gus Walz, which also offends Tim, but you've offended the entire community filled with people with disabilities. Like, you can't call people that. Like, calling people with disabilities the R word is just as bad as calling black people the N word, women the B word, Asians a specific color starting with the letter Y, calling Germans Nazis, calling Russians communists, calling Indians and Muslims terrorists. Like, you do not do that. Like, I'm not even surprised Trump would say this, because he's a racist, discriminatory piece of shit. It's like, he did exactly what I knew he would do. Of course, Tim Walz responded with this, and he's angry. Tim Walz responded, and his response was, release the MRI results. It's like he definitely made it right there. It's like the fact Trump say the R word is bad enough. But it's even worse that instead of apologizing and holding himself accountable, he doubles down and saying that him using the R word was justified because he thinks that there's something wrong with Tim. Like, there's something wrong with you, Mr. President. Like, you can't be this stupid. You just can't. Like, there's something wrong with you. I have problems with you. I have been critical of you. Yet not once have I called you the R word. Even if I'm a person living with autism, I'm still not gonna say that. 'Cause unlike you, I'm not a racist. I'm not a sexist. I'm not an ableist, discriminatory piece of shit. It's like I'm deeply offended what Trump had to say that. It's like shit, like shame on him for doing this. And it's even bad when you have your nephew, whose son that has severe disabilities, asking what this country is gone. Like, when one of your family members pretty much says that what you said is wrong, if your family's saying that, you're wrong about this. It's really stupid that keeps getting away with this. And the worst part about this, he's never gonna hold himself accountable for this. He's gonna make it like it's okay to disrespect and discriminate people, to hate on people. That's why America is like this now, because he's normalizing it. And it's wrong. And as I mentioned when I made the video about the education system, this, once again, is another way to distract us from the Epstein files. It's like you're willing to call the people with disabilities the R word and calling a woman reporter piggy and all of that. Yet you're not okay with releasing the files, showing the world that you're a disgusting piece of shit. It's like he can't not keep getting away with this. It's like, just do this in Thanksgiving. Like, you have to be a special piece of shit to fucking do this. It's like seriously, if you're seeing this, share this video and talk to Trump and tell him, it's like Trump needs to apologize right now. He needs to apologize to Tim. He needs to apologize to Gus. He needs to apologize to every single people with disabilities for his racism. He needs to make the apology right now, because you've offended so many people, you piece of shit. And if people still support Trump despite all of this, something's wrong with them.